It's Monday, ladies and gentlemen, and you know what that means. It's time for a double dose of Nitro 10. Some of the greatest competitors in GAW, and where is Hernandez? Rosita here coming out to fight for the U.S. Championship, but her new trainer, her new partner, Hernandez, nowhere to be found. What's going on here? Can't say I'm exactly sure, but Rosita does have maybe the best chance she's ever had to win a championship in GAW. This isn't her first championship match, but it is the one that I feel like she is most prepared for and the one that she is coming into on the best run of form. She's won her previous 2 matches, wins over Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair. So you got to think she's feeling good right now going up against Tegan Nox. Tegan Nox has been the U.S. champion ever since she and Dakota Kai stole that belt from Casey Catanzaro. And shortly afterwards, they attacked Catanzaro and it put her out of action for what has now been a couple months and figures to be even a little longer. But it was shortly after that that Rosita came back with Hernandez. And so that means that Rosita is in prime position to dethrone a woman that in a lot of ways I consider to be an undeserving champion, just given how she won the belt. Let's see if Rosita can make it happen. Well, we found out what happened to Hernandez, and if you're squeamish, you might want to look away. This is Hernandez just absolutely incapacitated is the correct word that I'm gonna use this time, and I wonder who could have done it. That's all I'm saying. I can't imagine who might have wanted Hernandez away from this match. I don't know. Tegan Nox sends Rosita flying over the top rope with the clothesline, and now Nox comes outside to join her. Nox, to be fair to her, I mean, I say she's an undeserving champion because of the way she won the belt, but I'm not saying that she wouldn't be a deserving champion if she had won the belt fairly. I'm not saying that at all. Tegan Nox is incredibly talented, incredibly dangerous, and now drops Rosita with a spine buster. The power that Tegan Nox possesses, it makes her a perfect teammate for Dakota Kai, given that Kai is, of course, much more athletic, a little bit faster. Tegan Nox comes in with a lot of power. They call her Lady Kane. She uses a choke slam, if that tells you anything, and of course, the shiniest wizard. And now brings Rosita back into the Mexican surfboard, wrenching her back again. More demonstration of the power, but Rosita able to wrench her arms free. This would be Rosita's first title in GAW. And it would be a big... Oh, wow, look at this. Rosita drops Tegan Nox with a deadlift slam out of the small package position. Well done, and Nox there setting up for the clothesline. Rosita caught her. Rosita has made the exchange, the basement slide into the Hurricane Rana. One of the more dangerous moves in GAW, going for the cover. Tegan Nox kicks out at 1. So we'll see if she tries to pull that out against Tegan Nox. Of course, it's a very high-risk, high-reward maneuver is the exchange, because she leaves herself open for a counter. We've seen her lose to it a couple times, but now Rosita going up top looking for a moonsault. Tegan Nox gets the knees up. And well done by Lady Kane. Now the go behind double underhook. Tiger suplex there from Tegan Nox. And now Nox going for the lariat. Rosita drop toe hold into the middle rope. Well done by the extremely athletic Rosita. I wouldn't go so far as to call Rosita a one-dimensional athlete. She's not one-dimensional, but certainly her biggest strength by far is her speed and quickness. There's no doubt about that. Standing cutter reversed. but then Rosita hits her with the big standing drop kick. Tegan Nox has not actually had a whole lot of defenses of her championship. She beat Kairi Sane, but the title wasn't on the line. And her last win before that was beating Casey Catanzaro at Tidal Wave, where the title was on the line, but Catanzaro already had to face Dakota Kai earlier in that match. Nox now going to the other side. Nox stands Rosita up with a DDT on the apron. Brutally effective from the US champ. And Nox now heads outside where Rosita has barely moved since taking that DDT. Big right from Nox, now trying to get Rosita up. Rosita able to get a quick strike, stop what would have been probably a scoop slam. Tegan Nox now climbs her way back into the ring. Rosita follows her, runs right into Tegan Nox, pull back, snap Hurricane Rana. Nox bringing a little bit of that athleticism she must have learned from Dakota Kai. Nox, big lariat, and a second knocks Rosita to the ground. Rosita up and a drop kick from Nox. You can see the power with every move from Tegan Nox, who now looking for the choke slam. They call her Lady Kane for a reason. Rosita at this point just fighting for her life in this match. And Rosita now drops Nox down to a knee. Snap Hurricane Rana. Spikes Tegan Nox into the mat, and Rosita going for the cover. Nox kicks out. Rosita, out of desperation, brought Nox to her knee and then hit her with that spike Hurricane Rana. Tegan Nox able to withstand it, but it certainly softens her up a little bit, you would think, for when the exchange eventually does come, if it does. Neither of these women you would consider to be... Oh, wait a minute. Tegan Nox here sets Rosita up, bridging across the top ropes. Nox drives her down with the knees. Tegan Nox drives all of her weight into the body of Rosita, and Nox now drives her to the middle, going for the cover. Rosita kicks out. Oh, I thought that might have been it. What I was saying before is neither of these women are particularly known for being consummate professionals in terms of their mental game. They're both young and relatively inexperienced, and a lot of their success, a lot of their ability is derived from their athleticism in the case of Rosita and strength and power in the case of Tegan Nox. Rosita now dragging Nox towards the ropes, and Rosita getting her feet up on the ropes as well. Rosita trying to put her weight into the cover. Nox able to kick out and hits Rosita with a spine buster. And now Nox goes for the high stack on the cover. Nox driving all of her way down, and Rosita just able to kick out at 2.5. Nox might have thought she had her there, and Tegan Nox again, the Goozle choke slam. Second one of the match that Tegan Nox has hit on Rosita, and now Nox is firing on all cylinders. She knows that she's got the big advantage at this point over Rosita. Rosita double leg takedown, and Nox. Now I talked about maybe she is not known for a mental game, but trying to stop the momentum of Rosita, now going for a missile drop kick, and Nox introduces her to the mat. That's not an introduction I want to be a part of. That's something I'd like to stay away from. This match has gone everywhere right now, and it's exactly what you would expect from a big-time title match at Nitro. Again, a tiger suplex from Nox. Bridges this time, beautiful transition. Rosita kicks out. Towards the corner now as Nox, waiting for Rosita to get up. Nox, shiniest wizard. Nox stalked her prey, waited for Rosita, and now Nox drags her back into the ring. Tegan Nox hooks the leg, shoots the half to retain. 3, Tegan Nox retains the US title. What a moment for Tegan Nox. What did it come under the most legitimate of circumstances? Well, We don't know the circumstances behind Hernandez and what happened to him, but you gotta say, there was no chicanery, there was no shenanigans here. Tegan Nox beats Rosita, and she needed to show a little bit of resiliency to do it. But 2 choke slams and a shiniest wizard, that'll put just about anyone down for the count, and it certainly did in the case of Rosita. Tegan Nox, the first half of Team Kick to hold a championship belt here at Nitro. Nox retains that title. Dakota Kai will get a chance against the Women's World Champion Asuka coming up the next part of Nitro 10. But first, Will Ospreay gets a chance to win his Intercontinental Championship back from Bobby Lashley. Second title match in a row. How about you, you lucky dogs? Will Ospreay is a former Intercontinental Champion, one of the most influential of all time, at least in terms of the fact that he united it with the Cruiserweight Championship, which Ospreay held at the time. He beat Matt Hardy, who was the Intercontinental Champion, and unified those titles. So Will Ospreay's name will forever be entwined with the legacy of the Intercontinental Championship. But this would be the time for Ospreay to regain that title. Bobby Lashley certainly cuts an imposing figure, doesn't he? Coming out without Conor McGregor, as of course McGregor will be making his professional wrestling debut later on in this show when he joins up with Lashley, Zack Sabre Jr., and a mystery fourth man to take on the Blade Runners. Loser disbands, of course that comes later, but for now, Bobby Lashley, the only member of either team to be pulling double duty tonight. But if there is any man that you feel like is physically capable of enduring that level of punishment, then it's gotta be Bobby Lashley. The Intercontinental Championship by many is known as the Workhorse title, and both of these men embody workhorses in 2 very different ways when you think about it. Will Ospreay, of course, when he held the title, famously defended it 7 times in the course of 9 episodes, and that is a clip that has not been surpassed by anyone really in the last 5 years. So he is a workhorse as we all know it. Meanwhile, Bobby Lashley is a physical workhorse in every sense of that term, as Ospreay looking for some kind of crucifix power bomb. Lashley able to wriggle out of it, and you'd think that the roles would be reversed when those 2 men get into that position. Lashley takes Ospreay into the corner, drives his head into the top turnbuckle. Talk about introduction with a mat. I don't really want to get too personally acquainted with the turnbuckle either. Will Ospreay unfortunately has. Lashley, the strength and power unmatched, and Lashley drops Ospreay down with a deadlift gut-wrench bomb. If you're tired of hearing me and, well, everyone talk about the strength and power of Bobby Lashley, get used to it. As long as he's in, that's what you got to talk about. And you saw that the thrust kick of Will Ospreay just dropped Lashley to a knee. Didn't even take him down fully. But Lashley, one heavy right hand, drops Ospreay down to a knee. Now Lashley again brings him into the corner. Big descending strike onto the chest of Ospreay into the other corner, and Lashley greets Ospreay with a clothesline. Ospreay's gonna have to use a little bit of his quickness here, despite the fact that he has built up his muscle, he's bulked up. But, you know, he's wearing the Spider-Man inspired gear here, so I think that he's going to have to do a little bit of wall crawling, as it were, to try to get the job done against the imposing Bobby Lashley. And you can bet Lashley is not holding anything back, despite the fact he's got a match later on. Ospreay with a beautiful modified reverse DDT. Shades of Chavo Guerrero with that one. But Lashley, shades of, well, himself. Bobby Lashley was the champion of everything in Impact. At the same time, he was competing and winning in Bellator. This is one of the hardest working men in combat sports, so don't let his relative lack of defenses of the Intercontinental Championship fool you. Big back suplex for Lashley, who's going nuts on Ospreay right now. Now goes for the cover. Ospreay kicks out. We've already seen Rosita defend her championship, and Lashley now deadlift, running power slam. Unbelievable that he's just able to pull that out of nowhere. And now Bobby Lashley looking to send Will Ospreay to the showers, going for a spear. Lashley cuts Ospreay in half, and Lashley to retain. No! Will Ospreay, out of pure desperation, gets his shoulder up off the canvas. And I think, just like many of you, I can't believe that we're going to see more of this match. I thought it was over. I thought the spear had ended it. But Ospreay's still in this. At this point, you wonder if he's wishing that he wasn't. He's enduring a whole lot of punishment at the hands of Bobby Lashley, as so many do. Lashley again, deadlift, gut wrench bomb. Wow, the power that Lashley possesses is unreal. It's almost difficult to comprehend. Trying to go for that Boston Crab. Will Ospreay able to hook the ropes, and Lashley was forced to break immediately. You gotta say, the winner of this match will be a deserving champion, if nothing else. And certainly Will Ospreay, if he's able to pull it out here, would be a deserving champion. Lashley once again up onto the shoulder. Oh my God, Lashley with a Dominator. We don't see him pull it out very often. Lashley going for the cover. Bobby Lashley retains with the Dominator. It's a move that he has not used since he returned to GAW. He's been using that vertical suplex, the stalling vertical suplex. He's been using the spear. But tonight, biggest show of the year, he needed to break out the Dominator. And I don't blame him. Will Ospreay could have gone forever in this match. But for as much as Ospreay has meant to the Intercontinental Championship and to GAW in general, Bobby Lashley has retained the title, and that's a nice bit of momentum as Lashley will join his mob partners to take on the Blade Runners later on in the show. That will be happening in 2 parts. We still got some to come before that, including Matt Riddle versus Keith Lee, last man standing, and of course, the final match of 2-match turmoil. You will not want to miss any of that, and you will not want to miss the Storm Chaser tournament, which continues on Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe. We appreciate you.